goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Nice. What are these? Genesee Joe has given us Bangs energy candy. Yes, we do. With B6, B12C, and Ginseng Plus. And we've got an array of flavors here. We got apple, cherry, grape, watermelon, a whole bunch of stuff. Thanks, Joe. Genesee Joe, our good friend from 92.7 The Drive. Make sure you check him out on the afternoon drive. What's up, everybody? It's me, Z, and Chicken. We're live from Utica Summerfest. Come on down. We're on Genesee Street. We actually switched places today. We were out in the plaza in front of the state office building yesterday, but we decided to get closer to the action, actually closer to the beer, if you will. And keep us, Chicken's got all those restraining orders, so we had to get him away from the kids. But we are live. We're right next door to the beer tickets, so we're closer to the beer, closer to the music, closer to the action. So if you are here, stop on down, say hello, come grab a sticker. We're going to be here till 8 o'clock doing our thing. Yes, we are. We're in a great spot. We are in a great spot. The music you hear in the background is Monk Row and my friend John Hudson. Hi, Mom. There's my mom on camera, my lovely mother, Angela. In the background, you hear Monk Row and John Hudson jamming it up, and then coming up in just a little bit, Jimmy Vivino. You might remember that name from the Max Weinberg band from Conan O'Brien. Jimmy Vivino's a guitar legend, and we talked to him earlier. We're going to try to get him on the podcast. We were hanging out with him earlier, and so hopefully he'll come join us in a little bit. He's a real ripping guitar player. Yeah, cool guy. And we're like, yo, Jimmy, you got to come on the podcast. And he was like, sure. Let's do this. Speaking of ripping guitar players, oh yeah, come around there, buddy. From one guitar legend to another. Hi, see? You're on the wrong side of the camera. He's checking it out. Our man Al Schneer from Mo is about to join us. Mo and Al have been doing it for a long time. Almost 30 years they've been doing it in the Central New York scene, man. Almost 30 years. Well, not just Central New York, but pretty much international, worldwide. Hi, Al.
We've been all over upstate New York.
You've been all over since 91. Since 1991. So, Al, good to see you. Al, I've seen a lot of you lately. We've been hanging out a lot.
I know. It's kind of nice. I like this.
All these cool events we've been hanging out at.
I know.
The Relay for Life a couple weeks ago.
That's right. The Relay for Life right before that.
Let me tell you, man, your wife does a great job. She's killing it.
That's right. Tomato Pie
Fest. I can't forget about that. But Mel's killing it.
Isn't she doing a good job?
For someone who just moved to the community, she dove right in head first.
She did. She knows more people than I do.
Were you like, no, what are you doing? Stop. Come on.
I do too.
She's a good egg. She's a gem in this community, and for her only being here for, a year and a half, maybe 2 years now?
I don't even think it's been that long.
It hasn't been that long?
It's been like 6 weeks.
And she jumped right in. She's friends with all the political figures, and she knows everybody now.
That's true, yeah. She has a key to the city.
She's got a key to the city? And you're about to get one, too?
Well, they gave her the code. They just gave her the security code.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they didn't give her a key.
What's the code? 6969?
Come on. No, it's 0000.
That's the code. But no, Al's doing a good thing, man. Al's out here pouring beer for the American Cancer Society. You weren't here yesterday, but you're here pretty much all day today?
Hey, I was busy yesterday.
That's okay. It's all good. You're still doing your part in the community, man. I like it.
My daughter's graduating from high school this year.
Congratulations, Ayla.
Congratulations, Ayla. Yeah, she's graduating from high school. So last night was senior recognition night.
Oh.
So we all went to the high school for that.
Did she get an award or anything? Or?
She got a participation trophy.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm joking.
She got a ribbon.
She got a ribbon. She got a T-shirt.
She got a T-shirt, a pat on the back. Good job, kid.
That's right.
Progress report.
That's right. Yeah. No, that's what I got.
That's what you got. Yeah. Congratulations to Ayla. I feel like Mo family, all the kids are graduating this year, too. Madison graduated yesterday. Madison and Miko, I saw the pictures yesterday.
That's right.
So they're all, it's like watching these kids grow up. It's amazing. I remember when they were all born.
I'm sorry, man. What?
We're a podcasting station.
Yeah, we're live on the internet.
We're
right
live
now.
on the internet. Say hi to everybody. Wave.
That's our
Yeah,
camera
have
right
as many
there.
stickers as you want. Give them to your friends. Give them to your kids. Whatever you got. Yeah, take them, spread them around. Tag stuff. We encourage people to tag like light poles and street signs. So,
do you folks work with the Peregrine Falcon Project? You do. It's right up there?
It's
You have 3. Okay. Would you like a microphone?
Take the microphone.
You want to come join us and tell us a bit about the project? Okay.
Here, Paul, hold it up a little closer to your mouth. There you go. Okay. Didn't he move to the state office building too? No? Okay.
Yeah, the state wouldn't allow it.
He went.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Ooh.
Really?
Wow.
All the way from the top of the Adirondack Bank building.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And when you say you were watching, were you here watching?
It ran the bird over?
Between the wheels.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Huh.
That's
Hey, that's our Falcon.
Does the Falcon have a name? You forgot what they are?
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Right on.
So this one that went back to the zoo, did it survive? How's it doing now? Okay. And then push her off the top again? Okay, good. Excellent.
I would actually, can we do that? Could you have a card or something? Because I would like to do that another time. I would love to see that up there. One of these days I could come and hang out with you. I want to go up to, it's right at the top of the Adirondack Bank building, right? Oh, you are?
But
Okay. Okay. Yeah, send me your
That's
email.
fantastic.
Because I'd like to do this and document it too.
look at that.
This is cool. No, you see him all the time, though. You could kind of see. I don't think he's up there right now, but if you look, when I used to work at Griffin's, I would be outside, and you could see it just kind of sitting there. And it looked fake, but it was a real bird. It was a real bird. It's an eagle, Falcon. Sorry.
Yes. Come on.
I'm not up to date with my animals. Thank you, man. What was your name?
Nelson.
Nelson. Thank you, Nelson. Great to meet you. Thank you so much. I will be in touch. We will definitely be in touch. Thank you,
All right,
sir.
thank you. Drop the mic.
He dropped the mic. No, but that is an interesting story that Falcon just kind of. There was like a bird watch for a while. Like you could watch it on the internet.
Well,
it was
I
like
remember that. Yeah, they were like
constant thing.
local celebrities. They were like our
Yeah.
Coco.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Indeed. So here we are. We're live at Summerfest. The crowd's starting to fill in a little bit.
It
We got
is.
like a bunch of local celebrities hanging out around us right now.
I know.
And we got them all. All the old radio guys are here hanging out. They're all lining up, waiting to talk to you, Al.
I don't think that's it.
Man, but no, Al, what you're doing is really cool, man. Helping out and lending a helping hand to the community. You helped out at the Relay for Life, and it's cool, man. Do you feel it's important to give back to your community?
Absolutely. And it's, Hey, granted, you did give me a ticket for the water. That's my job. It's good to be here. I love having the time to be able to do those things, and it's awesome. Like, this is a great time of year to be able to give back and do those things. I just mentioned to you that this morning I got to go and tour the Uptown Theater, which I'm
talk about that.
Really excited about.
Me too.
There's some people know there's a local group that started a nonprofit, and they want to renovate the building and turn it into an active venue again, and have our community embrace that and be a part of the process too. And I'm eager to jump on board and advocate for that and be a part of it. And it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
There was a little Twitter conversation going on amongst me, you, Vinny, and Devin the other day about all the movies that we saw at the Uptown Theater. And you're like, I saw Rocky there. I saw 2 and 3 and Gremlins, and it was great, man.
So I was there with Mark Kochi today.
Okay.
And he reminded me that we saw The Wall there when it was in theaters. Yeah. Yeah.
You saw The Wall there.
We saw The Wall there when it came out. Yeah.
Oh, when it came out?
When it came out.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Like 1980, 1981, whatever. We were 13 years old, I think.
Were you drinking alcohol back then?
We were doing something back then.
You were doing something back then?
Yeah.
To enhance the Wall experience?
That's right. Yep.
Did he tell you about that?
No.
Devin Mahoney is
I think he's holding back. He didn't want to play all his cards.
Well, he said it on EC Radio when we had him on a few weeks back, and he mentioned he's right now in the process of writing the screenplay for the jam band Spinal Tap. And I was like, I know the perfect guy for you.
Oh, my God. That would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
You have the perfect setting for that.
Of course.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Of course. And we have the perfect festival for him to shoot on location.
100%. 100%.
We have the perfect crew for him to use as extras.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We got a whole...
We have all the pirates.
7,000 extras for you. Pirates and costumes and everything else like that, and glow sticks and everything else you need. All your accessories.
That's right.
No, but Devin's a gem in this community. And here's another guy, too. He grew up in Utica and then came back, and now he was working in L.A. as a writer on Scrubs, and now he's coming back to do a positive thing in the community. It's beautiful to see.
It's a great area to come back to.
It is.
I left this area for probably about 10 years, moved all over the state, lived in the city for a few years, and I came back here when Ben, my son, was 3 days old. I mean, and just we decided we wanted to move here and raise our family here, and
just because it was home.
Because it was home. I love growing up here.
Yeah.
I love this place, and I love growing up here, and I wanted to raise my family here, and I'm so glad I did. My kids went to my high school, and I love this area. I love being here, and it's a great place to raise a family. And
it really is. Cost of living's cheap.
Yeah.
And we got cool events like Summerfest and Saranac Thursday.
I remember growing up here, and my dad used to work in the state office building, and we would come and watch the good old summertime shows here. And I remember getting to see all the local bands here back then, which was like Todd Hoban Band and the New York Flyers.
805.
805.
Atlas.
Right. Justice McBride. All these bands play here. The Mossback Mule Band.
Yeah.
And I just remember like seeing all these bands. They were all the bands you heard about on OUR.
Uh-huh.
And they would play here, and we got to see them on a Thursday afternoon or whenever they did the good old summertime thing.
Yeah.
And it was great. They shut down the city street just like we're doing here today, and it was a great party in the street for the summer.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
The Miss Greater Utica pageant. Do you remember?
I don't remember that now.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhat, but then they used to do the bed races and the waiter races and all the fun activities they used to do in the afternoon. So a lot of cool things happen in good old summertime, and it's good to see the vibe of good old summertime come back.
That's right. Yep.
Because it's been so stagnant since 2003.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's good. The vibe is coming back, man. So, Al, you're about to go out on tour next week, huh?
I am.
What do you do when you're not on tour? Like you're just hanging around the house. What are you doing besides masturbating?
You really want to know?
What?
So I've been painting my house. I've been doing yard work. I've been working on my bus. I'm trying to think. I literally have a list that's this long that no matter how many things I cross off, like keeps getting longer somehow. And I keep trying to narrow it down and keep getting it. And I'm getting so much shit done, and it's been great because I'm getting so much done. But the more and more keeps getting added. And then, I go to my mom's house and I work on stuff at her house and go back to my house, work on stuff in my house. I mean, it's just... And then, there's all the band stuff I have to do.
Yeah.
We have a standing band meeting that we do once a week, and that's usually like 2 hours. There's all the homework I have to do for our, where I'm playing music or figuring out what we're going to do. And, I mean, I'm working a lot.
Do you guys do rehearsals before you go out on tour, or you just like, screw it, let's just go wing it?
Both. We have been rehearsing a lot. For this particular tour, we are not rehearsing before the tour, but so far this year we've rehearsed before every time we've gone out.
Yeah.
And it's been fantastic. We've done more rehearsing this year than we've done in the last 10 years, probably. It's been awesome.
That's good, man. You got to keep the chops going, though, right?
Yeah.
You feel now if you're sitting around the house doing work and stuff like that, are you playing guitar much sitting around the house, or do you kind of just put that off to the side for a little while?
It's a little of both. I'm playing guitar some, but it's not as much as I would like to because I keep wanting to, and then I keep ending up doing like painting or doing other chores.
The to-do list.
Right. So instead, I'm making these playlists and I'm listening to everything while I'm doing all this work. And then I go back to my computer and I sort of narrow down that stuff, and I'm writing songs and or working on the like set lists or different things that we have to do. And then I go back outside and I'm listening to everything. And so a lot of it is not me playing so much as it is kind of managing all of the songs and music in my head and doing it that way. And then I go back, and so I'm like multitasking while I'm doing it. It's all day long. And then I try to go to bed at night, and I can't because it's all up here.
You can't shut it off.
I can't shut it off.
There's Jimmy Vivino right behind us now.
What's the best way to shut it off? Give me some advice on how to, because I'm the same way, because I get so much going on with disruption and everything that I'm doing in life that I can never shut my brain off either. What's your suggestion to shut it all off?
The Office.
Watch The Office?
Watch The Office.
Yeah.
Man, I freaking love that show. That's it. And when I get to the end of the day and I get to the end of the internet, and I can't listen to Donald Trump anymore.
Oh God, that takes me about 2 seconds. I'm done.
I get revved up I've become a political junkie, and I've always been sort of engaged, but even more so these days
because we're living in idiocracy right now.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I want to stay engaged. I feel like we have to stay vigilant right now, because if we're not, then I don't know. Then I feel like my values will be misrepresented somehow. You know what I mean? So,
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So, and for better or worse, I just want to be paying attention.
Well, you have to figure in the past, musically, bad politics created some of the best music.
That's right.
We've seen that in the '60s. We've seen it again in the '90s, and I think now with Trump, I think you're going to see a resurgence of that too.
Yeah.
Do we expect a political song out of Mo?
I mean, I feel like we tend to, I don't know, we do write them from time to time. I've already written a handful of them.
Have you? As of late or throughout the years?
Well, both.
Both.
Yeah, but as of late, yeah, I have a bunch that have been written in the last 12 months, and whether or not they see the light of day, we'll see. Mo has rehearsed a couple of them, but we haven't played any of them yet, so we'll see.
Right on.
I've sent demos of them to the band, and meanwhile I'll just keep writing them. Some of them don't suit Mo. Some of them are. One of them's a punk rock song. It doesn't really suit us. But it's. I have to write it. Anyway.
Can we start a band, me and you?
Yeah.
Mo does a punk rock song. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
They covered the Ramones before, but who knows? Maybe they'll switch it up a little bit.
And we touch on things that sound like that from time to time, but it's just not a thing where we're not going to live in that.
Right.
I don't know. We still have to be Mo at the end of the day.
Totally. But Chicken is right, though, that this day and age, I feel like there should be more political songs out there, and I feel like come back, come hang out with us. The Dr. Jerry Krause hanging out with us too. He looks
looking
good.
all dapper.
He looks good.
I know. He's got his work duds on.
Yeah, he's got the Inspector Gadget hat on right now.
Yeah, those are his good old summertime duds, I think.
At one time, he was the king of good old summertime.
Yeah.
OUR was like behind that whole good old summertime.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that was all OUR back in the day.
I know.
Jerry was in the forefront of all that, as well as Tom Starr too. I know Tom's kicking around here as well.
And I was sitting here on my BMX bike while he was doing this.
I seen Joe Griffo over here earlier.
Yeah,
doing some stuff.
Yeah, they got a bunch of the politicians were hanging out earlier, and a lot of the East Utica favorites, if you will.
I think we scared them away.
Yeah.
Are those wooden brim glasses?
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
are.
Summer
Those
camp.
are dope.
Check it out, man.
How was summer camp this year?
Cool.
I was bumming I wasn't there, but I was able to catch a lot of the videos, and I saw the video of you guys playing with pigeons.
Oh, that was
and the
awesome.
rainbow, and wow, that looked really fun, man. How was summer camp? It was fun.
Summer camp was awesome this year. So much fun. I don't know what it was about the festival this year, but I had one of the best times I've ever had at summer camp. I still worked as much. Well, maybe not quite as much.
You
as
guys
I
work a lot at summer camp.
Yeah, we work a lot at summer camp.
You do.
And I still ended up sitting in with other bands and doing a lot of extracurricular stuff. And Mo always goes. We always kind of go above and beyond. So we don't just go and play Mo sets, but we always do something special. So we go out there a week early. We rehearse for a whole week and prep a lot of material, especially for summer camp. And so we have a lot of that on deck. And then when we're rehearsing before all our sets, and then next thing you know, once you get into the swing of the whole thing, we're working 18-hour days. But it felt so good this year. It just felt really fun this year.
When you're in the zone, you don't really keep track of time.
No.
Time just flies by so fast.
It flies by really fast there. Yeah, super fun this year. I saw some great music this year.
What can you tell us? Anybody to be on the lookout for?
Pigeons.
Pigeons, of course.
Yeah. I mean, that band was so freaking good. And I sat and I played on their last song of their set, but I sat and watched their entire set and was blown away how good that band is. And I didn't realize how good they were until I sat and watched that set, and I was blown away. Oh, look at her. Woo! Yeah, baby.
Is that your sister?
That's my sister.
I was going to say, all of a sudden you turned to a construction worker.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, I'm just heckling my sister.
Oh,
she didn't even acknowledge me.
She didn't even know.
Yeah. Good for her.
You know,
I think
she's
she did.
into
She's
that
ignoring
stuff. You
you.
know why? Because she's lived in Manhattan for the last 30 years, and she doesn't.
Yeah, pays no mind.
Right.
Blockers on. Just keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Moving
she's immune
forward.
to cat calls.
But it's cool to see the scene starting to pick up with a lot of new bands like that. Like you mentioned, Pigeons play ping pong. Aqueous is another one that's killing it right now.
Yeah, those guys are phenomenal.
Twiddle's killing it. I mean, there's a lot of young bands out there that are doing it. Can't forget about Turquoise.
Right.
There's a lot of great bands. It's great to see. A lot of these bands remind me of you guys, 20, 22 years ago when you guys were just starting to break and got into that theater level. I start to see a lot of resemblance in their growth as well as when you guys 20 years ago.
Right, and there's definitely there's something exciting about that next generation of bands that's coming up. They're all working really hard, which I love to see.
Yeah, they are.
Nobody's just sitting back and resting on their laurels and waiting for something to happen. They're all working their asses off right now, and I love to see that. And the other thing that I love about it is like they're writing great music, and they're amazing musicians. They're so much better than we were. That's the other thing. They're all so freaking good. If you dial it back 25 years to when we were doing what they were doing, we sucked compared to where all these bands are right now. They're so much better than us, and so by the time they get to be old men like us, they're going to be amazing. Like, they're going to be so freaking good.
But I wonder how many of those bands were influenced by you guys.
They were all influenced by us.
I was going to say 100% of them.
That's it. And hopefully, we'll get they'll kick back all those residuals.
So you're the Jordans of the Mike to the Kobe,
You mean LeBron? Is that?
I guess you could debate that.
He's not a LeBron fan.
Me either.
No, I said you're not a LeBran
yeah, I'm
fan.
not.
I get in this with him all the
How
time.
can you not be a LeBron fan?
Because he's flops a lot and he plays with the refs too much.
Oh, here we go.
This is the argument.
And
we
I'm a
get into all the
Celtics
time.
fan. I'm a diehard Boston Celtics fan.
You get me
Oh,
on the
and
mic, you know it's bad.
And you're still sad.
Yeah.
You're just butthurt.
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
Anyways,
Hey, look, I'm sorry your team lost.
Again, for the second year,
Yep.
probably like the 4 times in the past, like 10,
I'm sorry your team got beat by him.
cheaply. Whatever.
so Al, when you see a lot of, I want to go back to talking about the young bands. When you
No, I want to go.
you want to talk about LeBron? Because I get in this argument with him all the time about it. I don't want to talk about LeBron anymore
All right.
with him.
Okay, I know. We should give LeBron a rest.
We
because-
should.
Right.
But going back, do you guys play like? Do you play like Uncle Al to a lot of these bands? What kind of advice do you give these kids when they come up and talk to you? Like, wear a condom type of thing?
No. I mean, the funny thing is, sometimes there is more like these life conversations that we have,
Yeah.
and I'm friends with a lot of these guys, and it often ends up being the guitar players. So I'm friends with Rob Compa from Dopapod. I'm friends with Mike Ganser from Aqueous. I'm friends with Brendan Bayless from Humphreys. Like I end up being friends.
You got her that time.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, I was yelling at you. I was whistling at you. I'm calling you
Calling
names.
you, hey baby. Thank you.
You know Z, right? My sister Heidi.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
mow down and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yep.
How you doing?
This is
I'm Chicken.
My sister Heidi.
Nice to meet you.
That's cool. Welcome back to Utica.
Welcome to Utica. New York
Yeah.
City's own Heidi Schneer.
Yeah, absolutely. It was cool. Mom was hanging out with us at the Relay for Life.
That's true.
Your mom?
Yeah, it was Bring Your Mom to Work Day.
Yes, it was.
Okay, bring her over.
How you doing, brother? Hi, Lisa. Hi, honey. How are you? Nice to see you. We're seeing a lot of friends, man. This is really cool. It's like a reunion almost.
That's what this event's about, man, is
Yeah.
bringing people together and having fun.
That's
Indeed.
what it is.
Indeed. That's
So what I was going to say is, like, yeah, I'm friends with these guys, and we do have a lot of heart-to-heart conversations about, not just about, about the music or about what pedal do you use or how do you make this thing work or
LeBron James.
LeBron James, and how do you make that work if you love LeBron and your team just doesn't get it? They're still hung up on.
He'll be a Laker next year anyway.
it's looking
Let's
that way.
hope that doesn't happen.
It's
Yeah, I
looking
hate
that
the
way.
Lakers
Right.
too.
He should either stay in Cleveland or go to Philadelphia. We all know that.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Anyway, the other conversations we have though, and and these are like the things that like I actually tend to enjoy is like having these conversations about making it last and like having those long-term relationships with your band.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing this for almost 30 years now, and there's that, and it's like not just making it work with your band, but making it work with your family and your band and your crew and those conversations. And like how do you make it work, because you're running a small business, you have to be in a band together, you all have to get along, and there's so many moving pieces to it. So you have like this extended marriage that you're all trying to navigate through and make work for a long period of time, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate enough that everybody, like in Mo, we all like each other, but we also have a certain amount of enough respect for one another and a way of getting along with one another that it works. But it becomes our number one priority, more so than money, more so than music, more so than anything else. Like that overrides everything. And even with our crew too, like that you've hung around us enough that that has to be like the number one thing for us. Like everybody's got to be on like the same page and getting along first and foremost. And then we'll worry about money later. We'll worry about even job performance later or whatever. Like
Right.
we need to be a solid unit first and foremost, and then everything else kind of falls into place after that.
That's the one thing. You guys are a solid unit, a tight unit. And being together for almost 30 years, you got to know when, like, okay, I know to leave Rob alone. He's in a bad mood. Or,
That's right.
or
He's-
Vinny passes too much gas. I got to stay away from him.
That's it. Rob's getting hangry, or
Uh-huh.
somebody's got shit going on at home, or like don't poke the bear.
Right.
You're like and my mom's here now.
Ah, Judith.
She can't hear me.
Does she know you're even here?
I don't,
Yeah, she was giving you a look earlier.
Our moms were hanging out at the Relay for Life. She's like, my mom says, Al's mom's so cute. I was
She
like,
is
good.
cute.
She is. She's a nice woman, that's for damn sure. You come from great people, Al.
Thanks.
Before we get out of here, let's answer. There's a bunch of questions, and I feel like we got to roll through a few of them before we get out of here.
Okay.
Let's see.
What are these kabang energy
Wait.
questions? This is my first question.
Take one with you, actually.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. They just got thrown on. Genesee Joe dropped them off.
Okay.
Yeah. Kimberly Ann saying, can't wait for Jamaica. Let's do this. I can't wait for Jamaica, too. I'm going to go. I'm
Yeah,
going. Can I do a
love that.
podcast there?
Hell yeah.
Would that be cool?
That would be
I
amazing.
was thinking about bringing the gear down there and maybe just setting up for a day or talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And
There's no internet in Jamaica.
oh, there isn't? Well, I paid for the package.
Yeah, that's what we tell everyone.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's a business trip, right?
Is that the fine print?
Yeah, no, you just get a package.
You just
That's the-
get a package and it says Wi-Fi on
that's
it.
That's right.
What can we expect in Jamaica? This is my first time there too, and to go with you guys, my friends, is like gonna make it that much more better. But what can I expect?
The best time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our favorite gig of all time ever. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, we get to hang out on the beach all day long. There's an open bar all day long. There's open restaurants all day long, and then we get to hang out on the beach all day long with crystal blue water. Oh, and then we also play a show at night.
Yeah.
And then this year we're bringing New Master Sounds
Ooh, great band.
and Big Something.
Even that band's killing it right now.
Yeah,
Big
they're
Something's killing it.
Killing it.
Yeah.
And another great young band.
Mhm.
Super good dudes, and we're psyched to have them come. And we have another special guest that'll be coming that we haven't announced yet. Just somebody else to add a little flavor to the thing.
Cool.
And yeah, just to round out the party. But it's a great time. Just a very chill, relaxed atmosphere. It's a great time. And it's not one of those things where, like, you go to some events, some of these, like, 3 or 4 day, 5 day long things, and then you feel like you need a vacation afterwards. This is a vacation, but it's a vacation with your best friends and your favorite band. I mean, my favorite band. And you just...
My favorite friends.
Yeah. And then...
No.
And then
My favorite band, too.
And then... Well, it's not Slayer, but but we'll do.
If it was Tool, forget it. I'd be there. Anyhow, no, I can't wait. And then we get on like a little boat and you go play on a private island too. That's what happens?
My mom's leaving.
No, she can't leave.
Right.
See, I love when everybody's walking by and they're waving to us.
Do you want to come be on the radio with us? Come be on the internet. Here, walk around.
Yeah. Get her. Yes. We're bringing out. No, she's
Now she's leaving.
Oh, she dogged us.
My mom blew me off.
She did. She mic dropped you.
Right.
She was like, psych.
Maybe she's walking around the long way, I think.
I like how everybody's walking by, they wave to me and Z, and I was like, oh my God, there's Al.
It's happened a couple times.
I've just seen Sean Gaffney from the Baseline just walk by. They want to know if you want to come on and talk some baseball sometime.
Yeah.
Really?
He had asked me one time, he's like, you think Al would come on and talk baseball with us? We won't talk music, I just want to talk baseball.
Sure,
And
I'd
I'm
do
like,
that.
yeah, I'm sure he would. You're
Yeah.
a big baseball fan, have been for many years. So.
I would do that. That'd be fun.
Your Braves are killing it right now.
They are...
They're-
but that's the thing. Like, as you say that, like, there's a part of me that sort of recoils because I don't want to talk about it. It's like I don't want to look it in the eye because I don't want to jinx it. We have a Braves flag hanging on our house, and every now and then it'll get messed up or it'll get wrapped up or something like that. And I don't even want to touch it because I don't want to. I don't want to jinx it. Like, I don't want to say anything. I don't tweet about the Braves. I don't say anything because I don't want to mess it up. If I live tweet during a game and something goes wrong, I feel my fault.
You sound like a Bears fan.
I do the same thing.
Right.
I do the same thing. Huh?
Right.
That's you don't want to jinx your team.
Oh, I don't want to do it.
That's for damn
just-
sure.
It, like last year. Last year during the Bills season, I thought I had it dialed in what shirt to wear, and then it started going wrong, and I was just like, fuck, and then I had to change my shirts mid-season.
Are you
and then-
superstitious like that?
I am.
Yeah.
I am too. Yep.
Yeah, because I think you get and then if I don't watch the game and they lose, it's my fault. And
Yep.
I'm really, and I'm not superstitious about anything other than sports. That's
Right,
the
me
only
too.
thing I'm
Same here.
superstitious
Yep.
about. And I get really hung up on it. And so then when you say you want to come and talk about baseball, it's like, on the one hand I do, but on the other hand it's like, I don't want to talk about it because my team, who should be unnamed, is having I don't even want to say it.
That's why you downplay it. Yeah,
Because-
they're doing all right.
Because they're above
Wait.
500 right now. We'll leave it at that.
Well, you could talk about all the other teams.
Right. I'm just saying because the NL East looks really good right now.
Everybody in Mo are all different fans of baseball, all different teams. You guys
That's
have
right,
do
yeah.
you guys clash a little bit? Well, you're in the National League East, but
Well,
with Vinny's
a
a Mets fan. That's right.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. Rob's a Sox fan.
And Jimmy's a Yankees fan.
He's a Yankees fan.
So-
So those two have a thing, and Vinny and I have a thing. and
Yeah.
Chuck doesn't know.
Chuck doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Is
Yeah.
Chuck into sports at all, or?
Not so much.
Not so much.
No, a little bit. Like I think he followed the Reds a little bit when he was in Cincinnati, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he likes a good game of sports ball.
Yeah.
So you're a Bills fan,
I'm a Bills fan.
and who's your basketball team? You're Cleveland.
No, I don't really like. I used to like the Knicks for years, but that was like going back to Patrick Ewing, and it was a generations
That
ago.
was like the last really good team they've
That's
had.
right. Yeah. And these days I follow. I mean, really, for most of my life I've been a Syracuse fan. Like I follow college hoops, and I don't really have an NBA team.
How about Ty's Battle coming back?
Yeah,
How often does that happen? Never.
I love that. That's the smartest decision that guy ever made.
It's
Finally, a Syracuse basketball player that isn't thinking about themselves jumping over, trying to get paid. And a lot of them do it for, smart reasons, of course. They want to give their mom that big house or whatever. But he's actually staying and going to play another full year and
Develop for a year
and develop.
in the NCAA instead of going to the D League or now the G League.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I get doing that too. I can't even remember the kid's name. The kid who opted out of the draft, who went straight from high school this year, and
You have to
went,
ask your son.
Yeah, so he went straight to the G League, and he's going to make like $20,000 a year this year, and everybody was giving him a hard time about it. And he said, "You don't understand." He was like, "Last year, if I went to school with $5 in my pocket, he was like, that was a really good day." He was like, "Now I'm going to make $20,000 playing basketball." He was like, "Do you know what kind of money that is to me?" And it was like, "And I'm playing basketball and I'm playing with pros."
That's
He's
why
like,
the NCAA's got to change some of their policies, I think.
I think so too. So there's a way that they can. There's got to be some common ground there. I mean, obviously the coaches are making a ton of money. The programs make a lot of money, but then the other thing that people don't realize is that a lot of that money goes to things like, in Syracuse, for example, it's going to the volleyball team. It's going to the crew. It's going to
New facilities.
It's going to baseball. You know what I mean? Because like Syracuse Orange baseball team and volleyball don't get any money from NCAA or from ticket sales or anything.
Right.
Basketball and football pay for everything.
Yes.
And our football team hasn't paid for much lately.
Right.
Although I love Coach Babers.
Yeah,
And
he's starting to turn it around.
I love him.
Yep.
And I've got my money on him, and I think we are 3 years out from being back on.
If he stays there.
I really, really hope he stays there.
That's the biggest problem.
I believe in him.
They had some good coaches come through. They turned the team around,
Yep.
and then they just leave.
Yep.
They don't have that legacy coach that stays there.
I believe in Coach Babers.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I do too.
I hope he does.
And I feel like he has a lot of respect from the players and his other coaches, and of course, like the athletic department and stuff like that. So hopefully he does stay.
And he's a motivator too.
And he's a motivator.
I think we're about 2 years away from better recruiting,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe 3 years away from a decent bowl game. And that's not to say we couldn't make a bowl game next year, but I think 2 or 3 years out, where Syracuse can be a competitive team, not just beat Clemson, on a whim, but
Right.
compete.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the way the team's heading.
I
really
do too.
I just hope they can keep it up and get the right talent in there.
I do. I think I think we could be that team in the Northeast.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's time.
That dome would be rocking.
It's time.
Right, I'm looking at some comments right now.
Okay.
People are telling me how I can help calm my sleep and my thoughts down. So lavender and bergamot oil. So
There
I
you
think
go.
maybe I'm saying that.
Or Little Blue Dream.
No, I think it's, I think it's pronounced.
AK-47.
I think it's pronounced bourbon.
Oh, bourbon. Basil Hayden. That's how it's pronounced. Fritz, from our man from Fritz's Polka Band, says, I used Al's old Hammond B3 at Subcat the other day. So glad it was there. So big ups to Fritz. Finally, you're recording. You needed to be recording. So
Nice. Yeah, Fritz reached out to me, asked if I would play on a song, and I resoundingly told him no. Leave me alone.
yeah, you rock stardom.
No, I wish I
Don't
could.
call me again.
No, I love those guys, and
Yeah,
I wish
me
them
too.
well. turns out they're gonna finish their record before we could get together. But next time, Fritz.
Eric EO, our good friend EO wants to know how you feel about the Bills quarterback situation.
Tyrod Taylor being gone.
I love Tyrod.
I do too.
And I'm sorry that Tyrod is gone. And I really hope that he starts for Cleveland, to tell you the truth.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so either. But
it's a shame.
I love Tyrod. I don't think he ever really got a fair chance in Buffalo because I don't think he ever had
a supporting cast.
That's right.
He really did.
He never had anyone to throw the ball to, and we can argue about this all day long.
Just Shady McCoy. That's about it.
That's it. But he was running the ball, but he never had anyone to throw the ball to who's starting to have good chemistry with Sammy Watkins, and then we got rid of him. And then there were a handful of other good guys, and we traded them all to New England.
Robert Woods.
Right, it was Woods.
He was awesome.
Right, yeah, there was a couple of guys, and and I just whatever. So currently,
we've
got Peterman.
Yep.
I am not a Peterman fan at all. And Darnold, and then which one do we pick up?
Bridgewater.
Josh Allen. Right, the rookie picked up.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. That was the Jets I was thinking of. Yes, yeah. Josh Allen. Yes.
Right, who I think is the most promising of the lot, to tell you the truth. And we'll see.
I don't know why you get rid of Tyrod Taylor. Like we said that on the D-line. We were like, I think Tyrod Taylor's a baller, man. This guy, I seen him put the team on his back and just play like with nobody else, like you said, with no supporting cast.
I think so too. I think he could have been a contender. I think he could have been somebody like Russell Wilson if he had a better team. And I just don't think he ever had the team around him. And there was too many variables, too many changing circumstances throughout the year. I mean, 2 years ago, there were different players out on the field every time he went out. I mean, with Rex Ryan as the coach, it was chaos all of the time. And then, when they finally brought in the new coaching staff, and I mean, I love the new coach. I love the new management. I think it's fine. Like they finally, I like the process.
Yeah.
Like I'm on board with it. And I think Tyrod was your guy, and
I do too. At least if you drafted the quarterback, you had Tyrod Taylor there to kind of develop him and see how he comes along. But he brought him to the playoffs in 25 years or something like that?
Yep.
And then you get rid of the kid?
Yep.
I just think that's a shame.
Yep.
Paul Bordeaux is saying Taylor has checked down Charlie, and he's horrible, Al.
Yeah, why is he checked down Charlie, though? It's because he's got no one to throw the ball to. There's no pass protection, and he's not – and there's nobody out there for him to throw the ball to.
And he can run.
You're absolutely right, and he's protecting the ball. But he can run. He is an athletic dude.
Well, you look at his interception ratio. I mean, I think he's got single-digit interceptions, 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, and if he had guys downfield like Sammy Watkins, who had a great year last year, if he was on the Bills, then you wouldn't have seen those same stats. I think from Tyrod, those two had a good chemistry going.
Right on. Well, we got a couple more questions, and then we got to get out of here.
Okay.
The next one is can't wait for Saranac. Saranac coming up September 7th and 8th. A lot of people are excited about that.
Me too.
Where do we expect anything? Any surprises?
I don't know.
If he tells you, it's not a surprise.
That's right. Yeah.
I always try to get exclusives out of him. You don't play the game too well with me, Al.
But here's the thing: I have no idea. Right now, all I can think about is what I'm supposed to be working on for next week.
I gotcha.
And then there's stuff that I have to be working on for a couple weeks after that. And Saranac is
so far away,
so far down the road from that. And then I have to think, wait, what are we doing for Saranac? And then the only thing I can think about is Daryl Ron is playing, which I'm really excited about. Local kid. I'm really excited about it. It's super talented local kid. He's a New Hartford graduate.
I'm not familiar.
Really?
Wait till you see
What's
him.
his name again?
Daryl Ron.
Okay.
He's playing on the Saturday. I'm telling you, he's like to what Aqueous and Turquoise and Pigeons are to Mo. Daryl Ron is to Ryan Montbleu. He's like the next generation of singer-songwriter, talented kid who is amazing. He's so freaking good.
I love it.
And he graduated from New Hartford in 2012. He lives in Brooklyn now. He's just been playing his butt off and recording all these great songs. And my kids turned me on to him a couple years ago.
Really?
And then I got to see him play recently, and then we had this opportunity to put somebody else on the show. And actually, Taupe reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, what do you think about?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm already on it. Like, we're trying to make it happen, and I'm so excited that we get to do this and
That's
get
so
to have
cool.
him play on a bigger stage, but do it in his hometown and come back here and do something like that and play with the band." So that's the thing that right now I'm most excited about for our Saranac shows.
Is he
That's
playing
cool.
with a band? Is it a full band? Or?
Yeah, he's playing with a band. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm excited to hear that then. Great.
it's really
yeah,
cool.
it's awesome.
A local talent I was unaware of.
See?
I love it.
Now you know.
See, that's the good thing about Mo, too, giving the local talent a little push, too.
That's
I
awesome.
Love it. I
Yeah.
love it. And then the other one, everybody's missing Mo Down this year. Can we expect Mo Down maybe next year?
Well, that's what we're trying. That's what we're doing with the Saranac shows this year. This is why we're trying to turn it into a little bit more of an event. We're having several bands on the bill, and we're trying to extend the day on Saturday, and do some other things in the at Saranac that day. Just extend it a little bit, and we figured if we couldn't do Modown this year. The reason was just we weren't back up and running as a cohesive unit in time to be able to pull off Modown and to be able to do it well and do it right.
Right.
And if for us, that's again, it's got to be the primary thing. That's got to be the number one thing for us. We got to do it well and do it right. And if we can't, we're not going to do it.
It's a smart move.
It's not about the
is.
money for us. It's not about being able to just throw up Modown and be able to get it done. We want to be able to have it be a great Modown for everybody every time we do it. For you guys, for Cheo, for our fans, for everybody who has a stake in Modown.
Yeah.
And that's everybody who comes. For everybody who's driving 4 hours and setting up a tent and spending the weekend and so we'll do it next year for sure.
Now, was it your
Cool.
house last year that got flooded out?
Yeah.
During
And
Modown?
his neighbor is here working with him. His neighbor that helped him bail him out is here pouring beer with him today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So now he's here volunteering, yes, with us, pouring beer, which I should be doing right now. Yeah. And then Z gave him the best nickname today. He said, "What's your nickname? State Farm?"
That's great.
Because he is a good neighbor.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Al, thanks so much for joining us. Before we do get out of here, we got to give love to our sponsor. If you need legal help quick, you better call Nick. Call attorney Nick Pasalacqua and his team of associates at 315-500-NICK or hit him up online at cnytriallaw.com. We're looking to do a jingle for him. Legal help quick, you better call Nick. Maybe we can collaborate on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Z's not going to sing. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
No, I definitely won't sing. I think you should sing
Yeah,
it.
so do you ever listen to your Yankees games on the radio?
All the time. I love John Sterling.
Yes, that's the thing. And I listen to the Braves game all of the time. In fact, I almost prefer listening to them on the radio than watching them
Me
sometimes.
too.
I do it while I'm making dinner or whatever, or while I'm driving, and they have some of the best jingles, and I can't get them out of my head. and it's the same sponsors. They've had the same sponsors for years, and I'm not going to sing them now, but you got to come up with one of those kinds of jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those old-timey jingles that, yeah.
Like Gatorade is thirsty. Like that's still stuck in my head since the 80s. That's like those jingles.
What's it? Juicy Fruit?
Yeah.
Juicy Fruit's gonna move, yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. So. Al, thanks so much for coming on. Much love
Thank
to you,
you.
brother.
Yeah.
Give me some love. Love you very much. Thanks for
Likewise.
coming on, and have fun. Safe travels with Mo, and
you.
make sure you check out Mo. Check them out online, mo.org, and you can get all your tickets and everything off of their website and stuff like that, and check out their tour dates and all the cool. I like that you guys are starting to do a lot more videos, too, those little interactive videos, which you did with Pigeons, play ping pong for your Red Rock promo.
That was fun.
That was really cool, man.
Yeah.
And don't you feel like that's the shift that it's going? You have to do these little quick videos nowadays to promote your band.
That's what they tell us. That's
Yeah.
what all the young kids tell us.
This is what the young kids tell you.
Yeah. We can't simply just make a flyer and staple it on a telephone pole anymore.
Those days are over.
I know.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
But it's more fun and interactive, and you guys do some unique ways of putting your videos out. That's for damn sure, man.
Have to. Anything to rise above the chaos.
And what a chaos it is. We are live from Summerfest. We are downtown Utica. We're blocked off on Genesee Street. So come on down. Come hang out. Jimmy Vivino's going to take the stage in just a little bit.
That's
Conan
awesome.
O'Brien's band director. So we're about to have some kick-ass music. We're going to be back in just a little bit. So you guys hang out a little bit. Thanks for tuning in to the D. And if everybody could just share this video, you guys kick ass. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.